Hello, it's me. I'm back with another video. It's been a wee while since my last one. I've got to be honest, I haven't got into any kind of filming, uploading schedule. That's fine. I woke up today and I wanted to film this video, so I'm filming this video, and what with everything that's going on, we need a bit more positivity. This video is going to be all of my favourite things about the signs. So get ready to be filled up with some positivity, get ready to be hyped up, and also get ready because my next video is going to be an absolute roasting of the signs. So I thought we'd start easing ourselves in, just so that you know I don't hate you all before I do that one. So yeah, I've rambled for probably far too long. It's probably not very interesting, so I'm gonna get straight into the video. So the first sign is Aries. Gosh, you guys are a lot of fun, Aries, you're the kind of people that you kind of want to be around, or if you're going on a night out or you've got something planned, Aries are the kind of people that you want to be there. You have this sort of electric feel to you, it's your vibe, I guess, and you're very fun to be around. You also have this really amazing, almost childlike quality where you can be whatever age, but you'll find fun in anything in a really childlike way, and it's very fun to be around. A really good way of explaining this is as the first sign of the zodiac. Each zodiac sign, as it goes round the wheel in a specific order, represents a different stage of human life, and Aries being the first sign, you represent the infant. So I just feel like Aries people, at whatever age you are, you have this real childlike charm about you and this real kind of childlike sense of fun about you. You guys have so much enthusiasm, you're so motivated to achieve things, and I think it's quite infectious to the people around you as well. You just have this kind of electric, infectious sense of humour and sense of fun and sort of lust for life. Yeah, Aries are a lot of fun to be around, a lot of fun. You're very spontaneous as well, so you're the kind of people that are going to be sort of down to do any plan. You don't really mind if something's last minute, you're going to just sort of go with the flow, and yeah, just all round a lot of fun. Taurus, you guys, very, very sweet. You're very hard workers, very honest workers, very loyal to your friends and your family and the people that are in your close circle. You also have very strong values, so if you're on someone's side, you are on their side. You're not going to kind of flip back and forth. Like, you're very steadfast and you're very reliable in that sense. You're also very in touch with nature and the earth, and you really like kind of the simple pleasures in life. You're very wholesome in that sense. Being people who are also very in touch with your senses, you're the kind of friends that are happy to kind of embrace, the kind of friends that will embrace and actually in a really lovely way just touch your, that sounds really weird, but like touch your friends. Like, you're going to be people that's going to put your arm around someone, you're going to embrace for a hug. You're just very genuinely affectionate people. And yeah, you do have a very kind of settling influence within group dynamics. You're very, very grounded people, and you just have this kind of reliable air about you. Gemini, so you are such fascinating people. I love having conversations with Geminis. You guys are excellent communicators. You articulate yourself so well, and you're so intelligent. It's so interesting speaking to Geminis. I feel like I'm always learning something. You're very able to entertain, again because you're so good at just putting your words together eloquently, and quite often actually you will be able to kind of sum up in words something that you've noticed that other people have noticed too, but probably can't quite put their finger on or even begin to kind of sum up with dialogue. So you're very, very good at that. You're very observant. You're very good at getting along with lots of different types of people as well. So people from all walks of life. And I think it's partly because you have so many varied interests of your own. You're not like a one-trick pony. You guys are the kind of people that can do a bit of everything, and you kind of, you know a little bit about everything. Or to be fair, you probably know a lot about everything. That's the impression I get from Geminis anyway. I just feel like you're such interesting people. Yeah, so much fun. Cancer, gosh. Cancers, you guys are really quite pure souls, I think. You're very caring and compassionate people. You're very sensitive, which in many ways is a really amazing trait, because it means that you feel for people and you're very empathetic. So you can very easily put yourself in other people's shoes. And I feel like Cancers are going to be the kind of people that in a group situation or in a group scenario, if someone is feeling a bit uncomfortable or a bit upset, but they're trying to hide it, I feel like Cancers will be able to pick up on that. And you're normally very accommodating when you feel like someone needs help or someone needs support emotionally, because you're quite good at being subtle about it too. If it is something where it's kind of in a group setting, you'll be very, very tactful with approaching that, really. You also, on the flip side of this kind of sensitive, caring, emotional soul, you have a really, really fun side to you. You love to laugh and you love comedy, and you have a very silly side. You just have this really, really silly flair for comedy. Also, obviously, on the flip side, you are so caring and you care about things in the world very, very deeply, and it's very sweet. You guys are very sweet people. Leos, you guys probably throw the best parties. You're the best party throwers, one of the top people you want at a party. You are also, I'd say, probably the most creative sign. You're either going to be into singing or acting or dancing or anything really where you're giving a performance. So for that reason, you're a lot of fun to be around. You also tend to do really well from being spurred on and feeling support of your friends, of your peers. You really take that on and almost use it as a fuel to do really well. You kind of do live for the applause, I guess. You have this sense of showmanship about you, but also underneath all of that, that kind of act that you've got of being an entertainer, you have really hearts of gold. You're very, very loyal, very generous. You also will stand up for things that you believe in. If you feel like someone's being treated unfairly or bullied or picked on, you guys are not afraid to go and stand up for justice, essentially. You know, you'll go in and be sort of the knight in shining armour, but you really do it from a place of very, very pure heartedness. So Leos, whilst you are all this kind of extroverted, showy persona, you have a really, really true sense of right and wrong and a very pure heart. Virgo. So unlike Leos, you don't need applause or appreciation. You literally just get on with it. You guys are so good at achieving things and working hard, and you're very creative as well. You're very good at crafts, at kind of making anything, at being artistic. You have this almost this thing where you won't rest until things are done and things are completed and things have been put right. It's almost like the princess and the pea mentality. You have a really sort of shrewd sense of when something's not right, and you won't rest really until it's fixed. And you don't need appreciation or applause to do that. You'll do it out of a really pure place. You know, you'll really spur yourself on yourself and you'll achieve a lot. You're incredibly good at helping people, at nurturing people. You almost have this kind of healing quality where you're good with helping people who really need help and really need that kind of strong, supportive person to turn to. You're just very caring and compassionate. You're also very modest. You only need to look at the shape of like the actual sign for Virgo, and it's like essentially like Scorpio, but the tail is tucked under. Hopefully I can figure out how to show a image of that here, but you'll notice the tail is tucked under, whereas with Scorpio it sticks out. So that kind of tells you a lot really about Virgos and about how modest you are. You won't be kind of shouting it from the rooftops, everything that you've achieved or completed. It will be very kept to yourself. You're very steady, very reliable, and very, very kind-hearted people. I feel like you're kind-hearted to your core. Librans. Librans have a very precise sense of fairness. You actually need to think about the fact that Libra is the only sign in the zodiac that isn't represented by either a human or an animal. It's the only sign in the zodiac that's represented essentially by a machine. It's represented by the scales, and I feel like that just goes to show how precise Librans are in wanting things to be fair and equal. It's like they're constantly measuring up so that there's never any injustice, there's never any imbalance, and that's a really, really nice trait as well, because it's good to know that if you're friends with a Libran, that they're going to be caring about what's fair for everyone. You're very social, you're people's people, you are very good at bringing people and ideas together, you're very good at collaborating, very charming, you're very intellectual, you're very good at negotiating as well. You have a really keen eye for beauty and aesthetics. You're normally very, very stylish. I love that about Librans. They just always look so effortlessly good. And you're pretty romantic at heart. I feel Librans tend to do better in pairs. I don't think they really like to be on their own for a long time. They flourish a lot better either in a group situation or in a pair. Scorpios. Scorpios, I know they get a lot of bad press, but I think Scorpios are great. Very, very protective of your loved ones. You will almost protect your loved ones to a savage extent. A Scorpio is essentially someone that you want on your side, because they are pretty much the definition of ride or die. If anyone crosses their friends, if anyone hurts their friends in any way or their family, they will not hold back. They will go after whoever hurt their loved ones. They really won't hold back. They obviously, they don't go looking for stuff like that, but Scorpios are very, very protective of their loved ones. Scorpios also aren't interested in being fake or superficial. They would probably rather just not speak to you than have a kind of superficial, small talky conversation. Scorpios much prefer to have a meaningful conversation and a meaningful, deep relationship with someone, not sort of like a acquaintancy, small talky interaction with someone. So for that reason, Scorpios are actually very, very real, and that they're not really going to be fake. Scorpios also, you don't really care for flattery too much, mainly just because you're so sure of yourself. So I think that's a really great trait that a lot of people could learn from. You really, really, really can't stand bullshit. You value honesty above all things pretty much, you are the truth seekers of the zodiac, so that comes out to play in your interpersonal relationships. Sagittarians, you guys are so optimistic about life, you sort of just roll with the punches. You're happy to be both leaders and cheerleaders. You don't really mind, you're just sort of, as I said, you roll with the punches, you just kind of get on with whatever you've been assigned to do, but you're so optimistic in the way you go about it, which is really, really refreshing and nice to see. You're very good with animals, and you do tend to be animal lovers, because I think you're just very connected to nature and the outdoors. So yeah, really, really sweet natured with animals. You're brilliant teachers, even if you're not actually teachers for your job. You're brilliant teachers to your friends, just about philosophies. You won't even try, really. It's not like you go out of your way like, I'm going to teach my friends philosophy. It's more just your general outlook on life, and the way you communicate with people. You are kind of naturally teachers about life's philosophies, life's hardships, life's troubles. And you're really great to be around for that reason. It's really, really nice. You're also very adaptive. You can adapt to many different groups of people, again, because you're so good with the world and sort of, you're very of the world. You're very good at traveling, so for that reason you can assimilate yourself with a lot of different types of people. Capricorns, you guys are so good at achieving pretty much anything you put your minds to. You're not afraid of hard work. You are not afraid of work in general, really. You're very good at just getting on with it and achieving what needs to be achieved. You're also very, very wise, and almost kind of wise beyond your years. And I also feel like Capricorns, you kind of are old before your time as well, so you have this old soul, old kind of wise feel to you, even when you're quite young. But I feel like because you almost are old before your time, you kind of benefit from that as you get older. You almost get, it always goes in the opposite way, and you get sort of more relaxed and more carefree because you've worked so hard from such a young age, and you've been so, not serious, but so kind of studious and wise from a young age, that you then kind of become more liberated as you get older. You're also very good at handling stress, and I feel like a lot of people could learn a lot from Capricorns. Aquarius, you guys are so magnetic. You just really stand out from the crowd. People are kind of drawn to you because you have that magnetic quality, and you really care about making the world a better place. You care about important causes, you care about what you can do to help, so you're almost on a kind of mission to make the world a better place. I feel like every Aquarian has that sort of vibe, to me anyway. You're very free-spirited, very intelligent, very forward-thinking, and not afraid really to be seen as weird in any way. You're very happy to just kind of be your true, unedited self, which is really lovely. And I feel Aquarians just don't have a mean bone in their body. You're sort of the epitome of benevolence, and you have this kind of live and let live outlook on everything. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, you are the ultimate romantics. You see romanticism and beauty in the littlest of things, and it's really, really lovely, this outlook that you have. You're very, very humble. You're not one to sort of brag about what you've got or your sort of materialistic things, because again, you really find pleasures in the simple things in life. You're very dreamy people. You're very kind of go with the flow and very non-judgmental as well. You are able to kind of just accept different types of people and different people's ways of living, and just really not pass any judgment on them. You're very easy company for that reason, because you're just able to get along and appreciate the happy things around you and the little things in life, and you almost have a kind of childlike innocence when you look at the world, because you are so dreamy, and you, in a way, you have your head in the clouds, yes, but it's very lovely because you have this really dreamy outlook on everything, and everything's a fairy tale in a way, which is really refreshing from the perspective of being around that and being around Pisces. So that was my favourite things about all the signs. Hopefully it cheered you up in some way. Hopefully I did a good job. It's just kind of based on obviously reading up on the signs, but also looking at the people I know in my life and looking at the things I love about them and their sign. And be prepared, as I said, the next video will be an absolute roast of the signs, and please don't watch if you're easily offended, because I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to really go in. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!